Hello everybody, my name is Chelsea and I'm an artist. I do fiber arts, I do photography, I dabble in all different sorts of media, but today I thought that we would do a little project vlog, a video all about the Sandok top, which the Sandok top is this absolutely beautiful top. I thought that this would be like the perfect project to transition into fall. It has that tank so that like if it's warm, you're not like overheating, but it's also like has that turtleneck, it's sweater vibe. So I think that this is like the perfect transitional piece. So that's why I am knitting it right now. It's August and I think this is the perfect time for this kind of top. This project is designed by, if I'm saying your name wrong, I really apologize, but Tuva Sandok. And I'm so excited for this project. She knitted it in, she held double Sunday with a strand of tin silk mohair. I am using a different yarn. I am not holding it with mohair, but this is my swatch that I've done. And this yarn is Trinity from the Queensland collection. And it is 50% silk, 30% wool, and 20% cotton. So I thought that like a wool silk cotton blend would be really, really good for a transition piece. It has that wool to keep the shape and the memory, but then the cotton and the silk to kind of prevent you from overheating whenever the weather is kind of bipolar, like it is, at least in Tennessee. It is crazy. So I thought that instead of doing, especially like since it is a tank top, I'll probably want to be wearing it not whenever it's like cold out. So I thought that doing this type of blend would be really nice. And I've been using this and I'm obsessed with this yarn. I've never touched, like, I've never heard of this yarn before, but I just got it at my local yarn store. And I mean, it is so soft. And I've cast it on the project already, and it is just perfect to work with. I'm in love with this yarn already. Like, it is amazing. But I did hit gauge. I hit gauge on 4mm needles, which is what she did too. So here we are, and I love the color. Like, I've got this orange, and then it has like little yellow specks into it, which I think just creates this really beautiful fabric. And also, once again, I thought this would be perfect because it is my school colors, and for football season, I was like, we got it. So, yeah, I have already cast it on, and I have done, you cast on starting from the back, like, and then you do shoulder increases. So I'm in the middle of those right now. Hello guys, so I just finished the shoulder increases for the back panel, and the length measures exactly where it should be, which never happens for me, so I'm very happy about that. And then I'm about to cast on to connect the front panel. Yeah, I'm literally obsessed with this yarn. It is so soft and so good to work with. I literally just want to keep feeling it. But yeah, it's looking like all of my increases are looking really clean and nice. I can definitely tell that my knitting skills are improving. which is a nice. I've worked the shoulders, and you can see it's like little increases. I will say, me, being me, wasn't paying attention, and I mean, like, you can see this is like the tiniest little thing. It should be super simple. It is super simple. I had to redo the first one 3 times before I did it right, because literally just because I wasn't paying attention and just kind of was doing. So yeah. Nothing against the pattern. It was all me. Like, it was the most simple thing in the world, and I just kept doing it wrong. Solely because I wasn't looking at the pattern. But luckily, I mean, it was just like this tiny little portion, so having to frog that back twice was not a big deal. But I've connected the neckline, and now we are working the shoulder increases on the front. So I've been working on it this morning, and I finished I don't even know. Yeah, okay. I finished the front and connected it in the round, and now we're just kind of knitting stockinette until it's time to work the shaping. So, should be good. I have not needed as much yarn as I thought I did, so I definitely think I'm gonna have leftover. But I'm still like loving this yarn so much. I'm very excited to wear this. So I'm now at the point where I'm working the body shaping decreases. Yeah, I've started my second ball of yarn. I need to learn the names. But yeah, I'm like sitting here, I'm watching YouTube, but I'm sitting here knitting this, and I'm like already thinking about like I want to cast something else on. So I'm thinking maybe some socks, or I don't know, I want something kind of smaller. I start classes this week, so I'm like, maybe if I have something small that I can just like put in my bag, it would be better than this. Not that this is like that large, because I don't have like sleeves or anything, but I just think that that would be easy. And I am like, I've been wanting to do some socks, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'll start brainstorming for that. I also am still trying to come up with like a list of fall ideas that I want to do. It's coming along pretty good, but I still feel like I have some more brainstorming that I can get done. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm always thinking about what I want to make. But I hit my elbow like really hard earlier. You can't even see it, but I'm sitting here and it just like hurts so bad. Anyways, that's so off topic, but let's knit. So I just wanted to pop in and say that I am on my last row of decreases for the body shaping, and then I'll start increasing again, so it kind of makes like an hourglass shape. So that's where I'm at. It's working up so fast, and I'm really excited about it. I thought that this would be like a bigger project that would take me longer, but like I said, it's working up so fast. So, I don't know. I'm like, you should take your time, Chelsea. But like, I wanted it, so I keep picking this up. I did cast on a pair of socks because I started classes today, and I was like, I need a small project to carry around with me that's not like a big shirt. So I did cast on some socks. So, but I'm really liking this. I've said that. I don't know how many times I've said that. I'm really excited. I need to try this on. I'm going to try it on after I finish this decrease row, I think. But I'm always shocked at how short a top is whenever I try it on. Like, I thought it would be at least my belly button, but no. I also am wondering if I should have like another decrease or two. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should have done an extra small instead of a small, because it's like a little loose here too. But oh well, I'm just gonna keep going and it'll be good.
For the fact the Parents' Day is next Wednesday.
Wednesday? Yep.
If we talked about it on Friday, then you would have missed it.
Wednesday, huh? It's okay, Mom. You don't have to be there. So you remember Paris Geller? Your very best friend in the whole world?
It's storming and I have a candle lit. I'm watching Gilmore Girls and it is like the perfect knitting evening. Like literally perfect. I was supposed to go to Run Club, so I'm kind of sad that got canceled, but I'm making the most of it and I'm going to enjoy this amazing knitting vibes. I should make myself some tea. I think it's going to be storming like the rest of the night too, so it's not fun for my dog. She's hiding in the bathroom currently, but I enjoy it. There's also a tree that fell at the gate in my apartment, so I guess I'm stuck. But yeah, it's gonna be a good night. I can tell. Perfect way to end my first day of classes. Have I mentioned that? I probably did, but I had classes today. Well, I had one class today, and then I have a busier day tomorrow, but the thunder's going, the vibes are good. Okay.
Great coverage, great savings. Liberty.
Here comes the dog.
How's it alright?
this is where I'm at. I'm not sure why we're like flaring out like this, but I just finished the shaping, and so now I'm just going to knit down until I have the length that I want. I think I'm gonna add maybe 2 more inches. I don't want it to be cropped, but I know that it's gonna grow a little bit, so I think just enough to kind of like get it down to here. But like I said, it's like coming up. I don't know what that's about, but so I just cast off. We are rolling, but I think I'm really happy with the length like this. I made banana bread and I got flour on my pants, so ignore that. But this is what we're looking like so far. It was a different type of bind off that I've never done before. It was like a yarn over bind off situation. I've never heard of it before. But I'm actually like kind of pleased with it because it was super easy, but like it's really stretchy still. So I think it's really good if you, I hate doing an Italian bind off. I've only done it a few times and it just takes me ages. I know why it's important, but I think this is a really good alternative if you can't figure it out, because it can be complicated. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to start on the arms. It has just like a little finishing detail to do on the armpits, or not the armpits, like the whole armhole. I haven't really looked at it. I know it needs a crochet hook. Maybe I'll look into it, but if it looks like it's going to be a lot of work, I'm not going to work on it tonight, and I'm just going to pick up a different project because I need some like mindless stuff right now. But anyways, I'm really happy with it. I lied. I just finished one of these things and it was like literally so easy. I don't know what I was thinking that it was going to be, but I mean, so simple. So just gonna do the same thing to the other side now. I am almost done. I'm halfway through the neckline. The way, or like the collar, the way that it is like you do 6 centimeters here, and then you cast off, turn it inside out, and then I'm doing 6 more centimeters, and then you cast it off again. Fresh off the needles and ready to be blocked. So I've got some ends to weave in. Definitely need to pull this down. The neck, it actually sits pretty well, but I think a good block will do it well because it kind of curls in. But I'm pretty happy with the way that it folds. But yeah, and also like we can see the shaping. Once again, once I can get this to sit flat, I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be like the perfect fall top. I love it. And I still am so obsessed with this yarn. So obsessed. Anyways, let's go block it. Okay guys, I have finished the top. I absolutely love it. I do wish I made it in a small. I wish that I made it in an extra small because I just don't quite fill it out, but it's so comfortable. And I think that other than that, it is perfect, and I'm definitely going to get a lot of wear out of this. Like, I just love it. So, and like the little arm details, everything. I do think that like I would do a different bind off. because it's just not the neatest, I don't think, but still looks great. I really love this yarn. I highly recommend. And yeah, we're gonna end this here, and I will hopefully see you in my next video.